I was just wondering if that's pretty much that game was pretty much all the game plan for you guys from what you prepared going into it.
A lot of our game plan did work, but also we got a lot of heroics from our controller, Jimmy. So shout out to him. Otherwise, we would have probably lost the first map at least.
Going kind of off of what Chet said there, I've got a question for marved. The first half didn't exactly go your way, but you kind of blew everyone out of the water in the second half, and it seemed like you were kind of everywhere. So what do you think allowed you to basically shut down ZETA the way you did?
I mean, my team gave me time to really understand how they were moving around the map, and I think late game, like after the halftime, I kind of understood how they were moving around the map and where to find my timings and how to win these rounds. So yeah, it was definitely a team effort. Definitely, I had a lot of kills, but yeah, I kind of just knew what was going on at all times.
Does it feel different heading into finals tomorrow compared to Masters Berlin, having had that grand finals experience under your belt already?
Feels like every tournament feels different, so it doesn't really feel similar at all. We definitely had a different path towards this finals, so it just feels different, and we're just going to treat it like any other scrim or game.
Feels nice to play teams that aren't just North American teams, for sure. I would say that was the biggest difference from the last time we made the grand final to now, is we're able to play other regions, so that's pretty nice.
Still on Haven, you guys had a rough start to the map, but you timed out at 5-0, and things seemed to shape up for you guys, and then you later won the map. So what did you discuss during that first pause that led you to win the map, basically?
During the pause, usually I just call something that we already discussed from our game plan. So I don't remember exactly what I said, but we just did one of our set things that we said, and I guess it just helped us win a couple of rounds.
Yeah, just one more.
Go ahead.
So you won the defensive side on Fracture 7-5, but on the attack side you turned it up to 11, and you didn't even lose a single round. So I'm just kind of looking to know what allowed you to completely outclass ZETA on that attacking side.
I feel like teams, even though they watch our Fracture games, I feel like they're still not accustomed to playing against a Neon and the side hits we do with her. So I feel like that plays a big part in it, as well as the early pressure with her ability to get past utility.
Coming from CS, where we don't really see a lot of Asian teams get this far into big LAN tournaments, I was just wondering for you, how does it feel to see a lot of diverse teams at this point in the tournament in Valorant's life cycle?
It's fun. Like I said, I enjoy playing other regions. I like that other regions are as good as they are because it pushes us to get better as a team. In North America, I was just telling one of my teammates, I was telling Vic, that like it feels like sometimes a lot of these North American teams, not all of them, but some of them have like not as many layers as, you know, these other teams do, and we haven't run into a lot of the plays that these people make from different regions. You know, there were plays that Loud was making yesterday, there were plays that ZETA was making today that I haven't seen in the North American region. So just to familiarize ourselves with it, it's definitely nice for us to gain that experience. Even though we're an experienced team and I'm an experienced in-game leader, it's still, you're always learning something in this game.
What are you going to do differently against Loud this time?
I think we'll focus more on our game than worry so much about how they play. I think we kind of fall into that trap sometimes. I personally, as an in-game leader, sometimes fall into that trap where we will study them and we'll focus a lot on what they do. I just feel like we have a very good game plan and we have a very good fundamental game as is, so we're definitely going to do that differently. I think we'll definitely focus just more on ourselves and what we need to do to win rounds and adapt on the fly more so than worry so much about being so structured heading into the game itself.
Was ZETA's lower bracket run this far a concern for you guys at all?
I did have like some concern since they beat like a lot of European teams, like Liquid and Fnatic, I think, but when they lost to G2, I knew they had some cracks at least, and specifically on Bind, that map that they lost to G2 really like helped me understand how they play that map on the T side specifically.